Hi guys, it's Nancy, and we are going to be playing with some new products from Simon Hurley and Spellbinders. But before we do that, I need to paint my vellum. So this is just ordinary, inexpensive, thin vellum. It doesn't matter what kind of vellum you use. And I am taking lunar paste, and this one is Shooting Star, Traffic Cone, and Clear Skies. And I'm just taking a paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint a thin coating of this. And I'm going to do kind of some quadrants here. And if you have not played with lunar paste, there's so many possibilities of what you can do with this. You can use it through embossing folders. You can paint with it. Can watercolor with it. But it's super shiny and very pretty. And that's all I'm going to do for that little one there. And I do recommend putting some Go Press and Foil, or Go Press and Seal, or Saran Wrap or something like that in the lids to prevent it from drying out. Okay. Now the vellum's going to want to curl a little bit. That's okay because when it dries, we're going to be die cutting this. So I'm really not too worried about that. I'm going to put a little piece of weight there on that one, and then I just have a jar of water off to the side, and I'm just going to clean my brush out. And it doesn't matter if your brush is wet or it's dry, we just want to have some color. This one is the Traffic Cone. There you can see I have the press and seal in this one, and I'm just taking that right off the lid there. Like, I don't even need to dip into the jar. Now this one, I am going to add a little bit more water to my brush. And I do want it to be kind of even. My brush is probably too wet now. Yeah, I put too much water on my brush there. But it doesn't need to be thick. We just want the color to come through. Okay, that's that one. Okay, my little rock weight over here. All right, I'm going to try to get some of that excess water off. I don't want my brush too wet. Okay, and then Clear Skies is the last color. Clearly the one I use the most of. Whenever my cards need a little extra pizzazz, I reach for the lunar paste because it goes with everything. And if you didn't know, you can even foil over it. All right, now it only takes about 20 minutes, depending on how thick you have it, for this to dry. You can probably take a heat tool to speed it up, but I'm going to pause the video, going to go walk away, let this dry, and then we will come back and make the rest of this project. Okay guys, so I believe my lunar paste is all dry, or mostly dry now. And we're going to die cut it, and let me show you what we're going to die cut out of it. So we have these Brilliant Butterflies, and this is a Simon Hurley collab with Spellbinders, and there's 2 pieces that come in each butterfly. And by the way, you get 6 butterflies, so I've already done 3 on this card, and I did do a video for that, and now I'm going to use the other 3. And so in the meantime, I have cut out a mini slimline card base, which is 6 1/4 by 3 1/4 card front there, and then this is the Sweet Leaf Slimline die I've cut out. That's also from Spellbinders. Okay, and then I want to put these butterflies kind of scattered on here, right? So those are going to be pretty, but we want the vellum to be the wings. So we're going to die cut that, and so now you can see why it kind of was like certain sizes. So we're going to die cut those and put those behind the butterflies. And then we also need a sentiment. So I'm also using the Everyday Sentiments from the new Simon Hurley Spellbinders release. And we have thinking of you, happy birthday, thank you, hello, thanks. What else is there? Hugs, love. I think I'm just going to go with thanks. I used hello on here. So I think for this one we'll use thanks. And they all come with matching dies, so you don't miss out, okay? So we're going to do those. So let me go die cut those off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Die cut everything. So we have these lunar paste butterflies, and I want to be careful here to not rip them. I realized too that not all of my lunar paste was dry all the way. Like this one's still a little damp in the corner there. But dry enough that we can proceed. I've die cut my sentiment and the shadow. And so now it's just assembling everything. So we have the Vellum lunar paste background butterflies. We have the die cut butterflies, which I just did out of black cardstock. We have our sentiment and our shadow, and then we have the background. So I'm going to glue the background, and I'm just going to use some fine tip liquid adhesive here. Or not. Guess not. You guys, I am like countdown to spring. We've had a couple of nice days here, like enough that there was like lines at the car wash, and then it dropped down to like 20 degrees. So making these cards reminds me of spring. Hopefully we'll get some warmer weather soon. Yes, I'm waiting for little flowers to pop up in the garden and butterflies and birds and all that good stuff. All right. By the way, this sweet leaf from Spellbinders comes with, or you can cut it with or without the frame. I did cut it with the frame, but you can just cut into a background like a cover plate and not have the frame. Okay, that's done. Let's do our sentiment. Nice classic font. And I do have a video with the other card with the butterflies. I use the new 3D embossing folder, the 4-petal collection embossing folder, and I use the same butterflies, just use a different method of coloring them. And now it's just lining these up. So all I'm going to do here is the same thing I did with the other ones, is I'm really just going to, because these are very delicate, right? So I'm just going to focus on putting the adhesive mostly on the center there, maybe a little bit on the wings here, but I'm not too worried about the wings as long as it sticks in the center of the body there. And you want to use a strong liquid glue for this that dries fairly quickly, because vellum is a little finicky. I've been doing a lot with vellum recently. It's just one of those, hey, I haven't used this in a while. All right, and then I have a little block to keep that down. Let's do this one. Now, if you want the wings to kind of flutter up, then you don't want to put any glue on the outside, just put the glue on the center. This one's still a little damp. You can see how nice and shiny they dried. Okay, now these are dry. So I think I'll put my sentiment, I'll put it in the middle there. So we'll put this, I believe, is the largest butterfly. So maybe I'll put this guy on the bottom. Now, Lunar Paste does a really good job at hiding the adhesive, so you don't need to worry about that too much. Okay, we're just going to give that a second to dry, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so here is my second card using the Brilliant Butterflies new dies from Simon Hurley Create with Spellbinders, the Everyday Sentiments. I brought in the Sweet Life Mini Slimline die for the background, and we brought in some Lunar Paste, and that would be Shooting Star, Traffic Cone, and Clear Skies. And you can pick up all of these things from Spellbinders. I will link them down below for you guys, but look at how cool this came out. You can see all that shimmer in the wings there. Very, very pretty. And here is the other card I made. If you missed that video, I'll link it down below for you guys. Basically, all I did different here was I colored the vellum with marker, alcohol markers, and I used that new 3D 4-petal collection embossing folder in the background. So 2 different ways to use some of the new products released for Spellbinders. These are available February 10th, 2023 at Spellbinders. And again, I'll use a link down below. If you had fun watching me make these cards, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And then down in the links will be the affiliate links. I appreciate you guys using my links so that I can get credit for it. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.